Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today, let's talk The Walking Dead. From here on out, they are going to be toning down the violence because some pussy-ass fans are complaining that it's too graphic. So the producers have said they will do what they can to tone it down. Hell, you never know. Maybe they'll bring Beth back. More fans complained about her death than have complained about the gore. So if they're just going to cave to the fans, to the flaky fans, then maybe we will get Beth's return, and then her and Daryl can be together forever. But no kissing, because that's too much. No gore, no kissing. In related news, I recently did a video in which tens of thousands of you guys liked, where I was excited and energetic. However, 10 of you did not like that style. Therefore, I will be making the necessary changes moving forward to not be so energetic and exciting. Thanks for coming by, hearing my thoughts and opinions. I'm done talking. It's you. Oh wait, I got a comment saying they don't like my pointing, so I can't do that anymore either. It's your turn. You know what? I'm erasing what I just said, and I'm just going to speak blunt and open. At first, I was kind of joking around, but now I'm just annoyed getting into this. Okay, so the facts. Gail Ann Hurd was somewhere recently and said they're going to tone down the gore because of the complaints from some fans. It's all about money. Unless there's an explanation, I would love to hear it, but it's all about money. Why? Because they know. They're not dumb. They know the loyal audience. Like, I'm a loyal audience. You are too, most of you. I've been watching it since season 1. A lot of you have been watching it since season 1. Some of you started later, but you still went back to season 1 to watch it. We will continue to watch because we're fans. They are taking advantage of our loyalty, right? But they're punishing us. It's not a reward for being a fan this long. It's not a reward for supporting the cast and crew and going to conventions, dropping tons of money on conventions, autographs, collectibles, just supporting them, making every single person involved with The Walking Dead, giving them a better life, a better career. It's all our support doing that for the loyal fans, but as a reward for us, they're going to take away the gore. They're going to restrict their vision. Why? Because they want the most ratings, and in order to get that, they are going to, or their plan is to take away some of the gore, and this way the flaky fans will stick around. Again, take away the gore, you're not going to lose the loyal fans. They'll bitch, they'll complain, they'll moan like we're doing, but they're going to watch. You know why? Yep, they're loyal fans, and fuck them for being loyal fans, right? It is all about the flaky fans, the fans that complain, oh, this is too much, yada, yada, yada. I've seen somebody complain, and guess what? They didn't start watching till season 6. They never even went back to watch. How do you start a series in season 6, right? 6 years after it's gotten started. You skipped all the other shit before because I brought up the simple fact that the series started with a girl, and somebody commented, well, I didn't start till season 6, and I don't appreciate this much gore. Excuse me, but go fuck yourself. Like, are you shitting me? We should not take these people serious. So Gail Ann Hurd and everyone else who's involved who made this decision, this is pathetic. And at what point do you not buckle? Seriously, more fans complained about Beth dying. Are you going to bring Beth back? I mean, you guys stood your ground with that shit. Are you going to change your mind and not kill characters now? You gave in to this. Guess what you're going to have to give into later? Guys, Daryl's not dying. He's never going anywhere. You know why? This is no longer about the story. This is about the ratings and keeping them high. And instead of actually looking at the problems with the show, the real problems with the show, instead of looking at, oh, you know what? We need to ramp up some budget. You know what? We need a more blended and articulated storytelling. Instead of correcting the actual problems, they're going to do the easiest thing, is to just snip away stuff they have already recorded. Going to a couple facts, we don't know how much they're going to tone down, but we have some kind of an idea. We don't know if they're going to include the toned down version on Blu-ray. Now, if I can get anything as a loyal fan, and tons of you out there that agree, they could give us fans a Blu-ray release that has uncensored Negan and the gore, all the gore porn we want. You know, they made a comment, oh, this isn't about the gore porn. No shit, it's not about the gore porn. The Walking Dead isn't even close to gore porn. And it's kind of funny how we're having this conversation now, a couple years after Noah, in a close-up, got his face torn off. How is this any different? Do you know why? These morons who were complaining are not complaining because of the gore. They're only complaining because they were attached emotionally more to these characters than they were to anything else in the past. That is it. Do you understand how idiotic that is? Listen, these people are mad because they liked these characters more who died in a bloody way than Noah. They like these characters more than the one zombie guy who got his face smashed in by Daryl with the, what was it, the van, the trunk of the van. Glenn jumped out a car, threw a guy to the ground, and stomped on his face in a close-up while it turned to mush. Nobody blinked. You know why? Because there was no emotional connection to those characters that died. They were zombies. They were just the monsters. But because these are characters you like, because these are characters who are, oh, that's, you know, him and Maggie, this is cute. Because this show actually moved you emotionally, you're gonna bitch and complain and cry about it. Go back to the CW if that's how you feel. I just so frustrated with this shit. I seen the trailer to Logan yesterday. Logan, wow, that looks powerful. Do you know why? Well, not just because why. Because they get their vision in there. There's blood, there's F-bombs, there's gore. You know what? When X-Men and Wolverine, when those movies were coming out, I didn't watch them. I watched the first one, I gave it a try. I watched the first X-Men, watched the second X-Men, I watched the first Wolverine. It's not my cup of tea. I like realism. I like people talking real with curse words, blood, gore. I love all that realistic, dark shit. Did I start a petition and force X-Men to be bloody and gory? No, because I'm not a selfish dick. So these people should not start petitions and complain to take away the gore. Do you know what I did? Because I'm not a selfish dick. I sat back and said, okay, if that's what you want, a kid-friendly X-Men, have at it. You can have that. That's on you. But now it's my time to have a bloody, realistic, dark, F-bomb dropping Wolverine movie, and damn does it look good. It looks better than anything they've ever done with X-Men and Wolverine in the past. And it's not because, and I want to make this very clear because some people have a moronic way of looking at things, it's not the inclusion of the F-bomb. It's not the inclusion of blood and gore. It's not the inclusion of a dark theme. If your brain can't process that it's something more than just the cursing, just the blood, just the gore, there is something special and different and unique. There is a different tone, and that is the idea that I think a lot of people don't get. They just don't get it. They enjoy a certain tone, and when others enjoy this different tone, for some reason, because there's F-bombs and blood and gore and it's adult themed, people look at that like it's taboo, like it's bad, like, oh, let's get rid of that. We don't go over to your Disney movies and say, give us blood, gore, give us, adult themes. No, we let you have what you want. When it comes to all these other movies, we let you have what you want. And then when it comes to something that has a dark theme, that's a horror movie, that has blood and gore, the horror genre, the zombie genre, there's a gore porn aspect that's just naturally living in that genre. This is a disgrace. It is a disgrace to the zombie genre, and this is the first time I have ever regretted AMC taking The Walking Dead. I have always stood by AMC because the producers, oddly enough, ironically enough, Gail Ann Hurd, I remember an interview where she said, oh, we went to HBO or NBC and they wanted to tame down the gore, and we said, no, that's not what The Walking Dead is about. Ironic, right? Because now that they're making all the money and the ratings are falling, now they're going to be hypocrites and be like, oh, well, we can tone down the violence to keep the flaky fans coming. I don't know. At what point does it become a problem? Because I tell you what, you announced you want to tone down the gore. Would you have filmed the season 5 premiere the same way? I mean, you gotta tone it down, right? Would you have filmed it the same? Would you have filmed Noah's death the same? Had we gotten these complaints before, it might have changed some of the most iconic scenes. Maybe Herschel's scene, the beheading scene, would have been totally different and would have had a shittier feel to it, a shittier look, because I'm telling you what, restricting the scenes looks terrible. The Daryl scene beating Joey, it made the editor and the director look look incompetent because you had this fluid thing going on, and it was set up as if there was going to be this big reveal where it would be a bloody, gory scene from a distance, and then we would have that feel like, oh my god, Daryl blacked out, and then we pull away, and it's that realization the same time that Daryl does. They didn't go that direction, but it had that feel because they were keeping it, you know, off screen for a minute, and you were waiting for the reveal. It never came. It was jarring, and immediately a lot of fans knew, oh my god, they're taming shit down because fans are complaining. What else do I want to talk about? You know what? I don't have anything else to add. You guys know I was planning on expanding this channel in January, and I had another expansion planned for 6 months from now. Well, the reason why I haven't had videos up in 3 days is because I decided to do both expansions now, because I think with everything going on in the world of The Walking Dead, censoring the gore, talking about the split episodes and not blended, the budget issues, the spoilers that AMC just doesn't care about, everything for the end of season 7, it's out already. It's all out. You can literally go read the entirety of the end of season 7. There's a couple parts that I'm hearing. I didn't read it, but the moderators that are erasing the spoiler comments off the YouTube channel, they're telling me that the majority of it's already released. There's a combination of problems that is really telling me in my gut, don't wait. It's time to put The Walking Dead behind us and move on and expand and grow. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to cover The Walking Dead. We're still going to review it. We're still going to, you know, do some prediction videos, some discussion videos, some topic videos. Absolutely. However, it's not going to be our main focus, and we are going to start expanding out. We got the gaming, we got other zombie genre stuff, we have some surprises. I even have a certain video I think is just unique as hell, very different. It's going to take a few months to put together, but it's kind of like a documentary style video. I think you're going to love it, trust me. But we're expanding into a different direction, and honestly, it's because for the first time ever, I feel like The Walking Dead, before I looked at it like it was invincible, but I'm starting to see the cracks. We're starting to see them making decisions that lead towards bigger problems later on. But it's not just the gore. It's the simple fact of the gore, the characters, the story. What won't they do to keep the money flowing in? You know what I mean? Instead, before doing something extra, giving the fans extra to make more money, that's how it's been. But when you get to a place of desperation, and it seems like they're at this place of desperation, they start taking away from the fans to get more money. Let me be very clear, I still believe 100% The Walking Dead as a franchise is going to be around for years. It'll be around when my daughter's driving. It'll be around when my daughter's in college. It'll be in a different aspect. It won't be this series. It'll be a different movie, animated thing. It'll be a comic still. It'll be this, it'll be that. It'll have different stories. It'll have remakes, reboots. The Walking Dead is here to stay now and forever. But the original show, being king, it's on its last days. There's no way around believing that until I see something different or see some improvements. There's just too many problems, and we will cover the problems coming up with the world of The Walking Dead, but we see them making some moves that are questionable, and I think they know it. I think they already know that there's going to be budget cuts coming, and I think that's going to hurt the show, and that's why they're so desperate to get those flaky fans back. Yeah, that's it. I think it's a desperation thing. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. Feel free, put those down below. I'm done talking. It's your turn.